to walk around this beautiful historic neighborhood. I'm in Allentown, which is the historic neighborhood in Buffalo, New York. Once one of the country's mightiest cities, now less so, although it's getting safer. It's going through a resurgence. It's kind of been hijacked by hipsters, really. It's a lot safer than when I last visited. But I figure I'd show you some cool stuff. There's a national monument for Theodore Roosevelt, because this is where he actually took the oath of office. So we'll check that out. We'll check some pretty buildings. Talk about life. Dog is not here because he so too sunny for him today. He was out yet. We were out yesterday for 5 hours. We saw most of it downtown in the waterfront area, but today it's just the historic area. But I love all these beautiful buildings, all these row house buildings. I think it's one of the most beautiful cities in the country, really. It doesn't have the reputation of being that, but I really think it is. And it's actually one of the more walkable cities, too. So I figured I'd show you. Hello, Trojan Horse. We are in Buffalo, New York. The edge of America. Almost near Toronto. New York's other city. Buffalo, back in its day, used to be like the fourth most populated city in the USA. Like when McKinley was there and they had the World's Fair, Buffalo was like mightier and richer and more impressive than New York City. That's since changed. But it was once kind of the anchor of the US in a lot of ways, and one of its most famous cities. And then it declined probably around World War II, even a little before World War II. And then it's been losing population steadily for a very long time, except for the past like 5 years. They've actually now have recently increased population. So people hate Byron Brown. That was the mayor of Buffalo for a long time until he decided to become the head of off-track betting. That's how unimpressive the city is. The biggest promotion from mayor of Buffalo, instead of being governor or president, is he gets to be president of off-track betting. Congratulations. But they just had a mayor, elected a new mayor. Hey, Tori, nice to have you. Where are you? Looks beautiful. It is, yeah. Really stunning area. Big Gothic church over here. Check that out. Hello, hello. We got some people in the chat. Very pretty. Is this your home? No, I'm taking a trip. Sorry, I'm usually always on the road. Not always, but usually. I'm going to fly out from Buffalo for Mindy's trial, but my car broke down in Ohio. So this is a good base to be. I'm going to fly in LA and then fly back out to Buffalo, pick up my car, and then I'm going to cover something out in Boston. So, but everybody's seen Boston. Look at this. I'm going to wipe the screen. There we go. It's a little better. Nice part of Buffalo. It is, yeah. I love all the overgrown ivy and stuff. Gambling addict? Me? No. I've rarely ever gambled. Occasionally I've gambled, but not much. Where are you, Dodge? Where are you, Dodge? I thought you were in Buffalo. I am in Buffalo. This is Buffalo. Stunning Buffalo. Good afternoon, Jen. Nice to have you. Looks like a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. So you can see that there's still some abandoned structures in Buffalo. This could be turned into something really cool someday. Order to vacate premises immediately. So something was going on. If you live in this house now, you may contact the following legal services. So an eviction, nobody did anything else with it. Wonder when that eviction was. Doesn't say the year. Notice of hearing. Huh. Well, not that long ago, May of 2025. That's when this was last used. And they got evicted. They get too much snow. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go in the winter. That would be brutal. Although the dog would love it because he likes snow. Beautiful old church. Wow, glad you're coming to Mindy's trial. Yeah. What got you to go to Buffalo, Dodge? I just always like being on the road, Tori, and I had to go to Buffalo specifically because I was on the road getting home to New York. My car broke down and I had to get a new engine, so I'm going to pick that up. And that was just like 2 hours west of Buffalo. So Buffalo is a major enough city where I could fly in and out of LA. And I'm not doing anything important in Buffalo. I'm just enjoying it. Walked around with the dog a lot yesterday. And I had a trial. I covered a hearing of a trial in way northern New York. So Buffalo kind of makes sense. I went way up and then went west. Minneapolis is cold enough. Yeah, I do love upstate New York. Thank you, Tori. I appreciate it. Guys, subscribe to Tori Magoo, obviously. I need not ask that. But yeah, covering Mitty's trial. The big news is one of the reasons I thought it might be fun to go live is ZDT keeps saying that I'm going to be a witness. I don't know if he's trying to intimidate me to not go, or if I'm actually going to be a witness, but it doesn't matter to me. And just because I'm a witness doesn't mean I'm not allowed to report on the trial. So if he thinks like because there's nothing blocking me reporting. There's a beautiful house. There's nothing blocking me reporting the trial. So I will be there. I'm trying to remember what specifically he's going to talk about. Like why have anything to do with anything. I think he's going to mention perhaps that I'm part of a gang. So I pointed Aaron in the direction of where ZDT was. Remember, he said he was going to get charged for that. Obviously, never did. But I'm wondering even what he's going to try to refer to. Oh, that he said that it was defamation, as if this has anything to do with Minty. That it was defamation. That I said he was getting paid by Scientology. I never said he was getting paid by Scientology. I said I actually didn't think he was, but that it was an interesting theory. So, I think the judge is just going to throw it all out. There's a lot of stuff that people try to introduce, and the judge will say, I'm not even going to look at that. This is beautiful. This kind of looks like the Flatiron Building. Second home of the medical school. Medical school was founded in 1846 as the first unit of the University of Buffalo. Moved to Washington Seneca Street to this site in 1849. School is housed in a red sandstone building. It's the first Buffalo to be constructed for the purpose of collegiate institution. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Pure coincidence. Look at this beautiful building. Oh shit! And look who has control of this beautiful building. I swear to God, guys, I completely forgot that there's a church in Buffalo. I just stumbled upon it. This shit is wild. This is it. I just coincidentally walked to the Church of Scientology. That's wild. This is it, guys. This is the crazy Church of Scientology, proudly in Buffalo. Let's see if they have the L. Ron statue. There's no statue of L. Ron. Where's L. Ron? Wow. See, they're everywhere, guys. Join the cult. The cancer spreads. It's very true. Dianetics. To save your life. So they have the same setup that they have in other places, but they don't have the statue of L. Ron, tragically. World's greatest scam. Nobody's inside. Well, it's like 6 o'clock. 6:15. Nobody's inside, no. That's a weird coincidence. Obtain security and prosperity. Scientology life improvement courses come in today. This is the Scientology building that I coincidentally stumbled on. Is anyone inside? Nobody's inside, no. Tori is a doll, this is true. Beautiful. See, they do have a habit of getting really stunning buildings. And this is an interesting claim they could probably try to make. What they could say is, in an era, case in point, look across the street from me, where beautiful structures are being demolished, beautiful historic structures, maybe they were demolished 30 years ago. Scientology could say, well, we saved this building. This is us. This is our imprint. And it's a smart tactic. And it's like with Kansas City, too. They invest in areas that historic preservationists care about. And that historic preservationists say too many structures that are historic are being demolished. And I don't think this works in New York City or Los Angeles or any, cities with a lot of money. But cities with less money, they could say, listen, this is how we're historically preserving the area. So you see a common theme. It's interesting to just look at them. Hey, Verity, nice to have you. Where's ICE? No ICE here. There's an ICE lawsuit in Rochester. L. Ron Hubbard, problems of work. Oh, whoops, that's a shade. Scientology Buffalo. There's no bust. I must increase my L. Ron Hubbard bust. Here's the books. Here's the other books. You can see a little bit of a glare. And then we can see all the posters. You got all the Elrond books, if there's enough of a glare. There we go. We got all the Elrond books. Very cool. I want to join, guys. Here's the portrait of Elrond, at least. Got a little portrait in the back. So you can see the structure is always very similar. But nobody here, which is not surprising. And they have a testing officer. I've never seen that. Testing officer. Let's see if we can zoom in. That gold plate says testing officer. Get the chalk out, all right? Well, maybe I'll bring some chalk tomorrow. Oh shit. I think I have to come to this. Screenshot, calling all people in Buffalo. Saturday, September 6th. Let's go. Special guest speaker. I wonder if it's just going to be that they're showing their movie again. But yeah, guys, anybody in Buffalo want to get this? 836 Main Street. Refreshments will be served. RSVP Kathy. Cool. Well, I might show up and say hi, get some refreshments. Pretty cool. And then again, here's all the Elrond stuff. Cool. Well, we saw it. Give me a minute, guys. I want to watch the Theodore Roosevelt's thing. Sorry, guys. Hopefully I didn't lose you. Hopefully not. I don't see the chat, which is weird. I see no chat whatsoever. Put a chat if you're trying to chat. Put something in the chat if you're trying to do a chat. This is bizarre. Give me a minute, guys. I'm trying to... It says I'm live, but where the frick is my chat? Where is chat? I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see me or not. I don't have a chat right now. I'm chatless. And I know it's not because 0 people are chatting, because we had people in the chat before. This is weird, guys. I might have to end. I can't chat. Shit, guys. Sorry. Well, I won't be able to read your chat, but this is more beautiful Buffalo. What if Scientology just locks my chat? Can they do that? Is this Scientology's fault? Weird, guys. I have no chat. Guys, well, sorry. I can't see chat. Guys, well, sorry.